we were like in the forest, and then like someone came running and like screaming, and they're like, "There's a bear!" And we're like, what?
Do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, for sure. My name's Sweeney, Hunter Sweeney. I go by multiple things. I go by Hunter Sweeney on YouTube. I make music under the moniker Sweeney. And yeah, I'm kind of like a multimedia creative. Main things are like music and then like video essay style stuff on YouTube. But yeah.
What is one of your biggest risks that you took and how did it turn out?
Okay, that's actually a really good question. I would say the biggest risk that I've taken is what I'm doing right now. I've been making music since like 2018. Basically like straight out of like high school, I started making music. It went pretty well for a while. Nowhere crazy, it's nowhere like where I want it to be. But I was doing a lot of stuff, and then I went to school. I went to film school, and then right after I was done with film school, I entered the world of like YouTube. Like I started producing for YouTubers. And within the span of a year, I took basically a break from music for a year, which was like last year, and was just doing YouTube producing full time. And I worked for some pretty big channels. Like FaZe was the one I was recently at. Before that, I was at NichLMAO, who has like 36 million subscribers. And I was doing really well, and I was like making money and stuff. But like part of me just kind of realized that like it wasn't really what I wanted to do, like for my life. Like if I was like, if I'm gonna be here for the next 20 years, like it didn't feel like the stuff that was really gonna drive me. So I decided to quit. I decided to leave, and I left a lot of stuff on the table. There were other jobs that wanted me, other channels, like big channels, like 40 million plus subscribers. That I was like, no, I need to do my own thing. So I saved up money, and currently, like I'm like unemployed. Like I don't have a job. What I do right now is I started my own channel. I came back to music, which I felt really bad for not dropping for a long time. I didn't drop for a year. That's the longest I've ever not dropped. I mainly dropped two songs. I'm still dropping. And I drop two videos a month on YouTube. And basically, I'm just betting on myself. That's my biggest risk, I would say.
So, like your involvement in videography, like you said that you started in film. What made you want to do that, first of all?
So I started making videos when I was like 13. I was making like Minecraft YouTube videos. But like the first thing that really like got me into making like videos and like films in general was Casey Neistat. I was a huge Casey Neistat fan. I loved his video styles. I loved his storytelling. How like I don't know. I loved the daily vlog. I just loved everything about it. And that's also something I try to like do nowadays with my own videos is because like I feel like YouTube now is kind of like a lot of content's meaningless and a lot of it's just like content sludge, and like I'm really trying to like bring back like storytelling and having like reasonings for and messages to tell. So like Casey Neistat's really like got me into that at first.
I heard that you like direct and produce like videos as well. And how's that been for you?
Yeah, so like I'm still like down to do it. I haven't done it in a minute, but there was a period of time where I was directing a lot of like music videos, directing, producing, editing, all those. I had like a little team too. I had DP, PA, like etc. And obviously I'm in music, so I know a lot of people in music, and I would just be like, "Hey, do you guys want videos?" And they started stacking up. People started wanting videos. But yeah, it's super fun. I love making music videos. The way that we do it too is like they're always like decently low budget, so we have to be very run and gun about it. So like it's really fun. It's really hectic. I remember I did a music video for Mark Indigo once. We were like in the forest, and then like someone came running and like screaming, and they're like, "There's a bear!" And we're like, what? And we're like, oh, we have to finish the video, so we just got our shots quick and like left. Like we never really like, we always have a plan, but it's always fluid. So that's always super fun. And I just like directing music videos. I think it's a fun way to express myself creatively. And yeah.
Would you say you have any like favorite music videos you produced so far?
Uh, I literally talk about this so much, like with like my girlfriend. I literally, I'm like, I don't know, because honestly, I'm very hard on myself. Like a lot of my music videos, like I'll always like find like things wrong with it. I'm even like this with my songs. Like I don't even there's not one song that I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a perfect song because there's always an issue I have with every song. I think if I had to say, it would probably be Cross the Room. Uh, song Sweeney and Miko, Cross the Room, go stream it. Nah, but I think like the visual aesthetics of like the Red Room and like having like a simple cohesive storyline and like the performance shots, I think that's pretty good. I would probably say Cross the Room. There's so many though that like I love moments from. Like in Moonlight, there like we have a shot where like I'm in a pool and like we have like that underwater shot with like a fish tank that we pulled off and it looks so beautiful. And there's so many things about that video that are great. Get Back, we went out to the desert. I'm in the pink jumpsuit, looks sick, and we also were in this mall that we weren't allowed to film in. And then we were just like running through. Like there's like a bunch of videos where I like specific moments from, but if I had to say one, probably Cross the Room.
It's a joke, but like there's like a big like theories on whether or not you won the fight or he did. And I thought it was really funny. So
I've never been asked this. I need to think about this now.
Because like
Because
yeah, he
Yeah,
kind
what
of
you said?
said that like he kind of beat the shit out of you, but I want to know your point of view. Like, did you?
Oh, he did say that on Twitter, didn't he? Or he said that somewhere.
Yeah.
That liar.
So...
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Miko is a well-known liar, so you can't really trust things he says. Super side tangent. I recently saw like this clip of Quentin Tarantino, who I love, talking about like how he likes to not give details about like storyline things because he likes the concept of like fans theoreticizing and like having their own conclusions. So I don't know. Technically, we didn't include who won the fight. In my opinion, as a bystander, I was the one that was killing his ass. But that's just me. Also, I'm the one that went to jail, and I feel like the aggressor or the one that comes out on top is usually the one that gets in trouble. So that's my vote. But I would like to hear the theories. I'm open to it.
It's been like
I'll challenge. Miko. Someone send this to Miko. I want to Miko. I want to fight you. I'll do a real boxing match with Miko for charity. I've been telling him this for years. He's scared. Oh, Jacob Gale.
yeah.
Wait, was that? Oh, you're saying the song I made with him. Yeah. Oh, I love that song. I'm actually so mad that that song like didn't do better. That song is so crazy. Shout out Jacob Gale, by the way. Jacob Gale is very good at music, very underrated musician. I actually lived with him for like a year, like in LA. But that's my only feature. Yeah. When You Called Last Night. Yeah, that song is dope. That's my only feature. That's like not my song. Shout out Jacob Gale.
Related to like anything like with like creatives or like what you've been doing on YouTube, is there any like fun stories that you have that you like to share?
I don't know. There's just so much stuff. I remember like okay, so like when my like Spotify started like going up, it was like a very like quick process. I went from probably like 100 monthly listeners to like 20,000 in the span of like 3 months, 4 months, something like that. I don't know. And this was like a long time ago. But like Pop Star is like my most streamed song, right? And that has like 3 million streams. I remember like when I made that song, I probably had like 200 monthly listeners. Like the people that like I made it with like invited me to the studio when they were like in LA. They were going to Universal Studio, like a Universal Studio, and at the time that was like super crazy for me, and like still even like now I'd be like, oh, that's really cool, and like I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go to this, but like I had class in like the morning. I had like class at like my college at like 9 a.m. or something, and they're like, okay, the session starts at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, what? I forget the exact time, but it was like late. It was like a really late session. And it was in LA, and I didn't live in LA at the time. So I had to drive like 2 hours to like get to the studio, but like, no, this is really big opportunity. I gotta do this. It's really cool. So I drove there, made the song, and then drove back home, and then I had to go. I literally slept for like 2 hours, and then I had to go to class. Um, and like I remember, like I almost didn't go, but I remember there's like so much stuff like that where it's like it's so weird living like a normal life and then like having to like do all these random stuff because like I'm trying to like build things. And I just thought that was like a fun story because and then I dropped the song and it got playlisted, went crazy, and here we are.
Was that like a lot of like stress on you during that time?
You know, a funny thing is like I was really stressed during that time. My best friend at that time, I literally stopped being friends with him at that time because of all that. Because like I literally, when I got to school the next day, someone came up to me and they're like, "Oh, this person like was like talking shit about you because like they're like, oh, you don't deserve it." And like that was like a thing I was getting like a lot back then from like people like in my hometown. Like it's like a weird thing where it's like when you're starting out, and I wasn't that good starting out too, so like there's a lot of that. But like I had a lot of people who like didn't really fuck with what I was doing or like believe in what I was doing. And like he was like making music at the same time, and he's like, "Oh, it should have been me." And like I had to like cut people like that off because like I just thought it like helped me back. And that's something I've been trying to get better at over the years, like just trying to surround myself with like good people. And I love people. Like I'm not, I haven't cut anyone off in like years, but like I really do like I want to be able to like support people that I'm around. I want them to support me and like good energy and stuff like that.
Since you've started like kind of like directing yourself more into YouTube, do you feel like there has been any like pros and cons during your process?
Yeah, I think like the pro for the most part is just that like I have a plan and that I'm doing something. I think like the biggest thing that's held me back a lot is like time frames where I didn't really have a plan and I was just like I'm just gonna make music and drop it and keep trying and keep figuring out what as it comes. Which like that is like a thing that I still do and things that will happen regardless. But like now that I have a structure where I'm like, okay, I have to drop a video every 2 weeks on every other Friday. Like boom, I have to do that. I have to figure out when the next video is. I have to plan for that. And just being able to be constantly creative, constantly creating, it's huge pro. And being able to just it gets tough. I think that's the con. The con is like it gets tough sometimes where I'm like, because I don't have like a huge team. Like my friends like help me film for sure, but like I'm editing all of them. I'm making thumbnails, whatever. And it's like, okay, I have to sit down and edit 10 hours of footage right now. It's like, it's hard to start sometimes. But then I just like try to remember like the reason I'm doing all these things. I'm like, you want to do this. This is what you want to do with your life. So like the pros far outweigh the cons. Like it's hard, but like I want that. That's like the life I chose, I guess. Well, my end goal is I want to do everything. Like I'm really into a lot of things. I just want to do everything entertainment. And I think like a big part of me right now is like trying to figure out what like not what I'm best at, but like I'm trying to like direct my focuses on like right now I'm like okay, videos and music. But there's so much stuff I want to do. Like you mentioned WWE, I want to wrestle. I played sports growing up. I want to wrestle. I want to act. I've acted already in the past, but like I want to actually act. I want to be in films. I want to direct films. I want to make YouTube videos. I want to make music. I want to do a talk show or like I want to do so much stuff in entertainment. So at the end of the day, I just want to be successful and be able to do the things that I want creatively for a living. I want to be able to do all these things and share my art with the world without having to worry about like other stuff. And honestly, I think that's like what everyone really wants to do, but like that's my goal. But yeah. I love wrestling. I can't even. It's weird. I wasn't into wrestling. Well, I watched it as a kid, but like I didn't start watching again until a year ago, and now I can't. It's like all I watch. I have a signed CM Punk shirt back there that my girlfriend got me for our anniversary, or was it? She got for Christmas. That was my Christmas present. Um, Wrestling is sick. People need to stop sleeping on wrestling because there's this huge stigma around wrestling where it's like a cringy thing. People just like I don't know. It's just a TV show, but it's sick. I love it. I love everything about it.
I think it's sick as fuck too.
Hell yeah. I'm
And
glad to hear you liked the A video too, because like I feel like not a lot of people watch that one. That was I think it's like my best video. Or maybe, I don't know.
other videos you have like cooking. Do you have like any favorite dishes you cook? Whether it is something that's on camera or not.
So yeah, I cook a lot. Main thing's like I need to stop, but the main thing is pasta. I make so much pasta. I eat so much pasta. I eat protein pasta, so it makes it a little better. But like, yeah, I do that all the time. Uh, the thing, I guess like the favorite thing that I make. Okay, I don't make it that much, but I really like this short rib ragu I make. So I take like boneless or whatever. I take short rib, right? And then I'll put it in a pot with like some beef stock and stuff and like veggies or whatever. And I'll simmer it for like 2 hours. I'll just like leave it on like cooking for 2 hours. And then like I'll mash it up all together, make it into a pasta sauce, and put it on pasta with like cheese. That's fire. But I do a bunch of pastas. That's it. I'm not even Italian. I just like pasta. Other than that, like the main thing I make is like I'll just eat like rice, ground beef or ground turkey and like avocado with like some spicy mayo and like maybe egg or something. Like I eat that a lot. And also canned tuna. People be sleeping on canned tuna. I eat some canned tuna with rice all the time. Fire. But yeah, main thing's pasta. Oh, but so, I hate 'cause I hate when I'm like, oh guys, I cook, and then people are like, what do you make? I'm like, I make a lot of pasta. Like, but like I make all my sauces. I make it all from scratch. Granted, I don't make the pasta from scratch. But I don't. That's too much. Who does that? You know, I hate. Oh my god, I've been told by so many people like, "Oh, do you make it from scratch?" I'm like, "You don't. Nobody does. Who does that every time?" But I make all the sauces. Take some cream, take some butter, some onion, whatever.
Has there been any like moment where you felt like interviewing other people was like really important or like why you do it in your videos?
Yeah, I hate interviewing people. Like I do it in basically like all of my videos. And I just feel like it's such a for the type of videos that I make, because like for anyone probably like everyone watching this that like doesn't know who I am, like a lot of my videos are like a lot of I try to mix like serious videos and like fun videos, and it's just like different topics and stuff. But for a lot of them, like I need to like ask people questions, whether it's like covering like a niche topic such as WWE. What I did is I went to WrestleMania and I interviewed WWE fans at the event, and then I compared that to interviewing people that don't know anything about wrestling to get everyone's like perception of WWE. And like that's just stuff that makes the video better, and it's like way better than just me sitting here in my room just talking to the camera like, oh, I think this, I think this, I think this. I think it's really important to like gain different perspectives, even if like they're perspectives that I do not like I did a video recently like about like immigration where I was like interviewing people that I definitely do not like ideologically align with. Like I feel like it's very important for like the types of videos I make to get people's perspectives. But for me, I didn't know, I wasn't always like this, but I low-key have like social anxiety, at least for like being out in public and having me like to go up to people and be like, hey, do you want to do an interview for my video? I hate it. I feel like they're always judging me. I feel like it's always like I don't like bothering people in their days, because I've gotten some bad responses, I think, too. I can't like remember off the top of my head, but I just feel it like in my soul. Like I know that like sometimes like they're like not rocking with me. But yeah, so most of my videos, if you ever see me do an interview, it took me like 30 minutes to get the courage to actually ask them. But yeah. Dude, I literally like me, oh my gosh, me interviewing that like former congressman in my or not the almost congressman, he lost unfortunately. That was so scary. And then when I was like doing the interview and then afterwards I'm like, the video is not gonna be good for you, bro. Like I didn't tell him that, but like I just knew it. I was nervous.
I kind of heard or like did from my research, you've done like a bunch of like sports. So I think a lot of people don't know about it. Did you want to like run down a list of what you've done?
Well, okay, I'll keep it a buck. I do not have that much like official sports experience. But I am a multi-sport athlete, and I challenge any musician, creative, whatever, to challenge me in any sport. I don't care. I'm winning. The main thing is I'm a hooper. I play a lot of basketball. Uh, I'm literally after this in a few hours. I'm gonna go to the gym and play basketball, and I've been playing basketball every day. I've been cooking recently too. But growing up, I played baseball. I played baseball for like 12 years, something like that. Like I played from like when I was like 3 or 4 till I was like 16. I can't do math. No, that is 12. Yeah. But other than that, I played flag football for a bit. Like when I was growing up, I played soccer also for like 10 years. But yeah, I just love sports. I love being active. My biggest pet peeve is that like people I feel like people here or just people in general don't play sports. I feel like it's not a normal thing. I'm the only person in my like friend group that's like wants to play sports. Everyone else like I don't know, they're all doing other stuff. They're like let's go to the club. I don't know. Whatever people do when they grow up. But like I'm like, come on, sports are sick.
And on the topic of like videos, how do you come up with like all these ideas? Like first of all.
Uh, it's hard. It's hard. That's like actually the hardest thing. And I'm realizing that more and more. It's so hard to come up with videos and video ideas in the way that I do them because like the style that I make videos, it's like I'm I'm actively trying to fight against the concept that like everyone on YouTube's just making the same content and like I've like that is literally the meta. Everyone just copies each other. They're like, okay, what did that person just upload? What is that? What is that? And they just like redo it. I'm trying to fight against that. I still do it kinda. Like even like that like I'll still do fun videos. That basketball video. I think it's been done. Like I don't know if it's been done exactly the way, but like it's definitely has been done. Um but like I try to come up with like unique concepts, and I think that's what like does best too. Like my incel video is like the only one that's like actually done well so far. It got like 20K in like a few days, and like no one's made that video at least from what I've seen. So I was like, okay, that's super cool. So I'm always trying to come up with like unique stuff, and it's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. Yeah, I something that I've found out after because like when I was making my channel, I was like, dang, I might actually have to hire someone to make thumbnails because I don't know how to do all that. It is so easy to make YouTube style thumbnails. It's crazy. Um, I like the WWE thumbnail. I think it looks cool. I think it looks like the most like put together. I think in terms of like wall. No, I would go WWE one. The incel one's cool too. It's just very simple. But I do like how like it like I don't know. The incel one's the only one that looks different and doesn't look like YouTubeified like the other ones, which I low-key hate, but it's like the easiest thing to do. But yeah.
Like kind of back to like when you're coming up with like these ideas like away from all these automated stuff and stuff that's repetitive, do you have anything that like truly inspires you?
Yeah, I bet there's a ton. I think I watch a lot of movies. Like a lot. I think a lot of the time I'll watch a movie that will be like very powerful to the point where I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to. It reminds me why we like make art. It reminds me like the purpose of creating in general. Even like I watched Sinners the other day. Like finally, like I watched Sinners and I'm like, I want to act again. Like genuinely, I the next day made an account on like Actors Access and I'm like, oh, should I start acting again? So there's always stuff that will like really make me think introspectively and really make me be like, yeah, I want to do something. Because honestly, a lot of the time, it's funny because a lot of people like tell me, like in my personal life, like, oh, you have like a really good like work ethic. I'm mad lazy and I hate it. I hate how lazy I am. I feel like I'm never doing anything. So like constantly, like if I ever like see something that will be like, oh, what am I doing? Let me do something. Like I love it. And yeah, so like a lot of media I consume when it's like really good, it like inspires me like, oh, I want to do that, you know?
Do you have like any movies in particular that like other than like Sinners that you watched the other day, like any movies that you felt a little more inspired as well from?
Hmm. I think it's hard to pinpoint like something that like really inspired me in my own personal life to create. Well, okay, I will say this. like a lot of like at least for like my narrative film style, and just maybe my style in general. I really like the movie Sorry to Bother You. Starring my goat, Lakeith Stanfield. That's my favorite actor. I just love how like quirky it is, and like the social commentaries, etc., etc. I like fun stuff that's like also serious, which is funny, kind of how I try to make my video. So like stuff like that. Uh, my favorite movie is Parasite, which that's not like that funny, but I love Parasite, and I love Quentin Tarantino, and that's like a huge thing with like all his movies. But I would say like Sorry to Bother You really like fuels like a lot of like I don't know, like the tone in which like that I try to like make stuff. But yeah.
Gradually, like moving forward, would you say you have any like goals, not just like in like content creation and music, but just anything in general?
Yeah, I would say that like I just want to be the best. I just want to be the best version of myself that I can be. I think I have very like high goals for myself that I know I can reach. I just have to like push myself, which has like honestly been like the hardest thing for me. And I think this should go for everyone. Like if you really have something that like you want to do, you have something, you have a way of life that you want to achieve, you should go for it. And like I tell people this all the time now that like I've had so many like moments where like I come to the light and I'm like, okay, this is what I should be doing. Um, if there's ever like questions in your mind of like, should I do this? Is this smart? Whatever. If it's what you want to do and you have a plan, and you will work hard at it and what you want to do with your life, you should do it. So like for me, it's just doing that, but to the fullest extent and not giving up, not doing it like half-assed, just full force, trying to achieve what I'm setting out to achieve. And like currently and forever, it will be like art, entertainment, and yeah, just like creating. So I just want to be able to do that, get better at it, and hopefully like people like it. So those are my main goals. Yeah, there's always like it's like a scary thing. It is, and I'm in the middle of like a scary thing, you know. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. Like, what's the point of life, in my opinion, if you're not doing what you want to do? So, I think always trying to find a way to get to that point is what you should be doing. But yeah, and that goes for everyone. Anyone. I truly believe anyone can do like anyone can pursue what they want to pursue and have a good chance if they really, really, really want it. And I always just think that like you should go for it. You should go for it. You should try it because if you don't, you're always gonna have that regret. And that's like what I didn't want. I didn't want the regret of like like I was at a point. I was there and like I kind of like stopped and like I took this other route that like I didn't like much. Like just go for it. That's always like been my advice and that's always what I will say.
Do you have like any like thing else you want to say, like anything coming up for you, like videos, music, anything you want to share?
Yeah, main things. Subscribe me on YouTube, Hunter Sweeney. I'm sure I'm linked in the description or something. I don't know. You can find me. You can follow me on Spotify, Sweeney. I have a video dropping every other Friday. And let me think. How do I? My videos. I make basically elevated video essays. So if you like Eddie Burback, oh by the way, why didn't I say that in inspiration? Eddie Burback makes fantastic videos. If you like Eddie Burback, Curtis Connor, Drew Gooden, I make videos like that, but I try to elevate it by always doing something in a video, like going somewhere related to it, whatever. So we do that, like funny sometimes, serious sometimes, but basically just like fun stuff. So if you want, go check out my videos. Go listen to my music. I make pop music, like anti pop, alt pop, like all that stuff. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna keep creating. So just stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram, whatever.
Also, to anybody who's watching, stream Lotto and Break My Teeth because those are the most recent.
Facts. Yo, you're doing my promo for me. You're killing it. I needed that. See, that was good. That was great. Good songs.
All the links in the description. So check
Hell yeah.
this guy out. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Genuinely. Again, like I don't really do a lot of interviews, so like This was super fun, and I'm really grateful that you chose me as your first interview. And good luck to you and your channel. Genuinely, keep doing this. It's cool. You should like keep going, interview other people, and you're gonna do it. I
Thank you
believe
so
you.
much.